I didn't expect to saw off half my family tree in a single afternoon. When I sent my DNA kit, I wasn't looking for drama. I had already spent over 20 years building a detailed and proud family history. The surname on my birth certificate was uncommon, a thread I had followed carefully through census records, marriage certificates, and faded photographs. I knew who I was, or at least I thought I did. Then the results came in, and everything collapsed. You may have seen the acronym NPE floating around genealogy forums or DNA discussion groups. It stands for non-paternal event or non-parental event. In simple terms, it means that the expected parent, usually the father, isn't the biological one. NPEs can come from many situations: secret adoptions, donor conception, affairs, or family arrangements no one ever wrote down. Historically, these weren't always scandals. They were often practical. Before formal adoption existed, families raised children quietly if parents died or if a child was born outside marriage. The neighbours knew, but a few generations later, that truth vanished. What remained was just a name, a photo, maybe a guess. For me, it began with something quieter still, a feeling. My birth certificate father never treated me the same as my other siblings. There was always a distance, an invisible wall. I was blamed for arguments I hadn't caused, punished for things I didn't do. I asked my mother questions she didn't want to answer. She shut them down, said I was imagining things, but I wasn't. The feeling never left me. It's hard to explain, gut instinct. It's like walking into a room and sensing something is off, even when nothing looks wrong. That was my childhood. Outwardly, ordinary, inwardly, fractured. So when home DNA tests became affordable, I saw an opportunity, not just to confirm the names in a tree, but to confirm or reject a lifetime of suspicion. And the test confirmed everything. The man on my birth certificate was not my biological father. The name I carried for decades was, in part, a fiction. Finally, the pieces fit, but they formed a picture I never wanted to see. I turned to online NPE groups. There, I found people just like me, some blindsided, some who had sensed it all along, but all riding the same emotional roller coaster: grief, confusion, anger, betrayal, and the overwhelming need to understand. I began to rebuild my family tree from scratch. The branches run familiar. The surnames didn't match anything I'd carefully gathered all those years. At first, I messaged DNA matches with raw honesty. I just discovered the man who raised me wasn't my biological father. I think we might be related. Almost no one replied. That was another lesson. Not everyone wants to know the truth. Later, I tried a softer approach. I believe we may be connected through mutual grandparents. Some responded, most didn't. And slowly I realized their journey isn't my journey. Their pace isn't theirs. That had to be okay. What I've also realized is this. My hunger for truth wasn't only about finding out who was my father. It was about proving to myself that I wasn't crazy for feeling different. DNA provided the science, but the healing, the messy, human, emotional part, that takes time. I don't have all the answers yet, maybe I never will, but I do know this. The tree I once thought was solid was rooted in shifting soil, and now I'm rebuilding branch by branch, name by name, not just to know where I come from, but to understand who I am. If this story resonates with you, or if you're on your own DNA journey, I'd love for you to join me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, DNA Truths, Alan's NPE Journey. Like and share this video to help others who may be searching for answers. And follow me on Facebook, where we're building a supportive community together, because none of us should have to face this alone.